Well, good morning, guys. Another rainy day, but this is what you guys asked for. You guys wanted to see. There's Lita. What do you got there?
I got a gun.
Oh, you got a gun. Where's that from?
Cabela's Bass Pro.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do odds and sods. We gotta. What are you doing? Muzzle.
I shot a tree.
You shot a tree? Okay. All right. Yeah. So we got the fam. We got the whole fam coming out today, and we're gonna be well. We got a deer. We got a deer from the property. Chris got it the other day. So we're gonna be carving that bad boy up, and I think Courtney's coming, Holden's coming, they're all coming. Ah!
Ow!
You make it? Shoot that branch. All right, so there we go. We're just making our way down. We gotta get everything warmed up because they're on their way now. We already have.
Warmed up by shooting stuff.
Yeah, shooting stuff.
Can
Cool.
I shoot the deer?
Yeah, you can shoot the deer. So there's the deer. Anyways, there's the nitty gritty of it. People. That's where your meat comes from, sorta. Well, meat comes from the store normally, but there's the deer. All right, we'll just.
Open.
He's open. Yeah, so let's get started. We're gonna get everything kind of set up and warmed up because when you're having people over, you want it to be warm and comfortable, right? It's just raining a little bit. We're kind of not ready for this, but you know what? Nobody's ever ready, so let's just do it. All right, so Lena's giving a little bit of a tour. We got Auntie Corco here. Hi, Corco.
Hi. Sit here.
What's that? What's that there?
I have no idea.
You have no idea yet? Neither do they.
Well, only one way to find out.
Ugh, there you go.
I'm in the hole.
You fell in the hole?
Help me! I'm stuck in the hole.
What do you think it's gonna be, bud?
Chandelier in the floor.
A chandelier on the floor? That's good, Matt. That's actually, well, maybe.
Very fancy.
A floor chandelier. It's possible. Yeah, that's a future Kevin problem right there. Those termites are really bad. They're making holes everywhere.
I don't think they're termites.
No?
I think it's your saw.
Yeah.
Something perfectly round.
Drill.
A spot for a drill?
No, like a
Oh.
Big drill.
that big one.
Okay. Look, we got Uncle Chris here. You guys know him as a Wooded Beersman. Holden knows him as Dad.
Yeah.
You're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, Holden?
I don't know what that means. Like, you said that already. What does that mean? What does it mean?
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed? You have no idea what that means?
No.
If you were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, what would you be?
A deer?
No, they're not bushy-tailed and
Yeah, they
bright-eyed.
kind of are.
Well, like I would say equate to like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed like a squirrel, like a fast squirrel that's really fast and
I
bright-eyed and
guess so.
bushy-tailed. So if I ask you if you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, does that mean you just woke up and you're ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
pretty much just woke up like 20 minutes ago.
See, there you go. So you got a channel too. What's your channel called?
It's called Holden Anton. Go
Yeah.
subscribe. If you want. If
Now
you
he's
want.
bright-eyed and
If you
bushy-tailed.
want.
Yeah, if you want.
to go subscribe.
If you want, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
Right.
You can watch my videos though.
Okay, yeah. So he's got lots of adventures. I heard you're puking on a boat.
Oh yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. He doesn't got sea legs yet. All right.
Nope.
So we're trying to organize some space. We're kind of deep in construction. We're deep in construction mode, yet we're hosting family dinner. What happened to the power?
Did we just lose power? I didn't touch it.
Oh, you did. You did. Right there. Yeah, we unplugged.
That's why.
We unplugged. We got the battery pack on the other side to free up space inside here. I'm gonna make a permanent home for that power pack. All right. So that's yeah. So we're just basically making space. We can get rid of the coffee maker for now. It's not 3 o'clock yet.
Fine.
All right, so yeah, we're making space. It's tight, but once we get the kitchen on the other side, this is going to be awesome because that goes over there. We got massive space over here where the hole was. But if you guys don't know what that hole is for, that's actually going to be the root cellar. That's going to be like cold storage, long-term cold storage for like maple syrup, jams, preserves, carrots, potatoes, sort of your root vegetables. So that's the plan there. But yeah, so everybody's here basically because Chris got a deer and. There's been many years where
petted it.
you petted it. Yeah, we were out here yesterday actually, and we petted it for a little bit. Anyway, so the plan is to obviously skin the deer, get ourselves some meat, and then we're gonna cook some dinner. But yeah, we got our successful. Chris got a deer. I'm not really a big fan of wild game, but you know what? Wrap it with bacon. It's good.
Fresh venison.
Yep, fresh. It's been hanging there for 4 days though. That's still fresh, right?
No, it's better when it's aging right now.
Aging.
So the bacteria is like just digesting the fibers a little bit to
Oh.
make it I mean, all your meat that you get from the store is the same way.
Oh yes, it hungs for a while.
The better stuff, I mean, you get like a tough piece of meat, not aged.
Not aged. Well, what do we do when we put it in a bag with salt water? What was that?
So that's called
Brining meat?
brining. Yeah. So it's basically it's taking the blood out. So it's taking some of the bitterness of the meat out.
We brined a goat, and it was delicious.
So it's taking the bitterness out.
Well, it was,
and it's
it was
digesting
like,
a little bit too.
It was like,
And then if you put flavors in it, it puts the flavors deeper inside the meat fibers.
I see. Cooking with Chris. Chris does a lot of cooking on his channel. You should check it out if you really like cooking.
Weird
'cause-
cooking.
Weird
So,
cooking?
yeah.
Yes, I do a mean egg sandwich, but that's about it. All right, we're gonna clean up and we gotta get this thing carved up. I'm doing some organizing today because that's what I like to do. I like to putter. Like I said, this is the construction side. Look at we're dark. Construction side. We need some construction lights and yeah. Anyway, so maybe I'll give you a tour once everything's kind of organized. It's a little big. Hey Holden, what did you do?
That wasn't me.
What did you do, Holden?
That was you.
What did you do?
That wasn't me.
Did you light that up?
No.
Holy crap!
That wasn't me.
Look at the size of that! Holy moly!
That wasn't me.
What are you, a pyro?
It was you.
Well, you can see it's still burning. That's like a 2-day, 3-day fire. So I'll let that guy burn. It's steady rain all day. I've been kind of watching the weather, and well, it did say it was going to stop raining and kind of trickle out, but it's, I don't know, it's perfect day. Perfect day for that sort of fire where you just kind of clean up the bush. I've been picking up sticks and repiling. There's some pretty big logs, and then there's somebody out there who's gonna be like, why didn't you save it for firewood? Well, it's gnarly stuff, and it's all pretty much softwood and covered in dirt. And it could be the remnants from the pond. That's how old that stuff is. And yeah, like I said, we'll have a look at it again in the morning to see what it looks like. But we're about ready to cook dinner. I got, is dinner ready? No.
Uncle Chris left.
Yeah.
There.
It's there. Oh yeah, we're cooking. We got potatoes. We got all the stuff. You guys are all like crammed up there. See the problem? See the problem up there? You guys are all like, what? It's the 3 peas in a pod there. Holden's up there too.
There's enough space up here.
Oh yeah, that looks cozy. And then Chris has got the dinner down here.
Look at
It looks pretty good. Is it piney?
that. Wadobo-y.
Wadobo with the
There's
pine.
only one slug on the board.
Oh,
See a little slug?
there's only one slug on. See, that's why we need to put the kitchen out there. So, because what's going to happen is when these people wake up on the top side, they're going to smell like whatever we cook for dinner.
You can't get rid of it.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna get dinner ready. Like I said, I'm repiling. I've been piling that fire all day.
Just wipe off.
Lena, what do you think? It's good. They're like, it's foggy. How's the venison, bud?
I love it.
You love it? Okay, good.
I'm just not gonna eat this piece because
Why you don't like that piece?
there's blood on it.
You've already eaten most of it, so okay, you can leave that. All right, good.
Oh, Lena.
See, I just came in from outside and I can't actually see myself. Look, everybody's foggy. I was outside all day, so look at how foggy everyone is. Actually, that's a yeah. We're gonna eat our dinner. If you want to see the full review on the venison, you can check it out on Chris's channel, What a Beardsman, and on Holden's.
My channel.
And what's your
Holden Anton.
Holden Anton? All right, I was outside too long, as you can see. I'm fogged. So, anyways, I'm gonna eat my dinner. It's delicious, and yeah, we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Right now. All right, well, this is what it looks like nearly 12 hours later. You can see it's still sort of burning. I'm going to repile this and see if I can get rid of more of the stuff. This thing should burn probably like an entire week or more. You can kind of see, yeah, there's a lot of stumps. Stumps don't burn very well, and you can see that like underneath there. It was protected by the rain. We had like probably an inch or two of rain last night. That's probably why there's not more of this gone. But yeah, certainly cleaned up a lot of mess. Whatever's left, I'll just dig a hole and bury it. But this thing's kind of been an eyesore for a little while, so I just wanted to deal with it. All right, it's quiz time. Does anybody know what this thing is? So while I was doing the cleanup over there, I found this. If you guys have any idea, look, it's got look at the back of it. Can't see if I can focus directly on it. It's got like a metal piece that goes all the way through. And it looks like it's hand banged. Hand banged, so it's like old. You can see it's like a handle and then a hole in the middle. It kind of looks like a door pull, like if you think about it. I don't know, what's your thoughts on this thing? It's pretty neat. I love finding stuff in the forest. It doesn't have any markings on it. It has a couple, like 2 holes here and here. So anyways, if you guys got an idea what that is, let me know down in the comments. It's pretty cool. Like it's even the little handle looks like it's shaped. I don't think that's just rusted. It looks like it's shaped. But yeah, I don't know. Put your thoughts down below. I love finding forest things. Here, you guys can really see a close up here. All right, so with the smell of fresh roast still in the air, we're gonna try to figure out how we're gonna make this root cellar whole. Anyways, that's my goal, because I have no idea. I was thinking about it, pondering. I was like, I don't know. So I'm just gonna start cutting, because I know this can't be in the way. So I'm gonna cut it and then see if something comes to me. I've got to reframe the floor in. Just to support it, so I got to cut it off. And another thing is, it's acting like a super crazy chimney. I don't know, I can't illustrate it on camera, but it's like, it's either stuck in air or it's blowing air. It doesn't matter. It's just quite a crazy little chimney effect going on here. So we've got to get it patched in before we can start the floor, and we got to do this before we put the floor down. Yeah, there's a lot of things that it's got to be done. Otherwise, I'd be like, hey, you know what? I'll do that later. I don't know how to do it right now. So let's just deal with it, because we got to. It's like a band-aid. It's gonna rip it off, and then we got to go over. We're gonna do 2 of those. We're gonna do like a plate, and then that's gonna gotta cut that off. We're gonna do double plate, probably double plate. Single plate, double plate. I don't know. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna store here? Our rock collection? I don't think we gotta go crazy. It's not going to work. All right, we're good. Cut stuff. Let me cut stuff. Gotta find the right tunes for Sawzall cutting. Every move you make, every step you take, I'll be watching you. That's kind of creepy. I feel like there should be a better tool for this. Love of my life. Do 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 do. Where did you go? Bah! It's easier to do this when it's dry. There was a bunch of clay stuck to the top of it when I did it. It's still kind of stuck, but it's not as stuck. Can you guys see that? All right, you can see that now. All right, let's see if I can get the top off. Oh, I can get the top off. Now I got the light in the way. Feet there. Grab that side. Oh, yeah. How's it look now? It's like a fiberglass slash concrete slash whatever this thing is. I'm in my root cellar now. All I got to do is frame it in. All right, before we get too far into this bad boy, we're gonna bring you right back to the beginning. We started the root cellar project underneath the cabin when we were digging the foundation. I didn't cover it because I was anxious to get everything done, but I did shoot a little bit of footage. So what I did was I actually took the excavator while everything was open, and I was sitting there and I dug it out, basically. So I dug a really big hole. Roughly it's like 48 by 48 deep, I believe, by about 36 inches across. And then what I did was I set the thing, I leveled it, I made sure it was level. And after that, what I did was I took a piece of drainage tile, which is basically a piece of pipe that has a sock around it, has little holes in it to avoid any kind of water infiltration. Then what I did was I dug a really large trench, making sure it's going downhill, so if in the event there's any water accumulation inside the bottom of the root cellar, it just kind of you know, goes on out. So once I set that, I put the lid back on, and then I backfilled everything, kind of tamping it in place to ensure that you know, it's tightly packed, because ideally you want this thing you know, insulated from freezing, and being, you know, 4 feet below ground and underneath the cabin, I doubt there's going to be any kind of frost in the underside of this thing. So that's basically what we did, and now you're up to speed, and we can carry on with the build. All right, so this is a communication vault, or, you know, electrical vault. The reason why I got it practically for nothing is because they cost really quite a bit to throw out, because they're made of concrete and fiberglass and nobody wants them. And what the problem with this one was, this little guy here, this little bit of damage here made it unacceptable for usage. I don't know what these things cost, but I imagine, like it says scrap right on it. So I don't know what these things cost, but I imagine they're pretty pricey. If you can find one that's like scratched or dented, like I could easily repair that. But I guess they're not spec'd out, like just a metal bracket there. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but this thing will hold it. And what's good is that it's got no bottom, which allows you to just kind of put gravel in the bottom of that thing, and you can cure your prosciutto or something, or have all your preserves and your roots and your root vegetables and your carrots and your potatoes and stuff like that. So that's the idea behind this thing, is this is going to go in the ground. Just got to figure a way to lift it. You'd think there'd be like lifting hooks on these things. I guess not. Maybe that's why they dropped it. Whoever makes these things, put the lifting hook on them. That looks like a bracket not to lift it. Maybe there was supposed to be a bottom piece in it. Looks like there's missing a bottom piece. I don't know. I'll have to figure out how to rig it in order to get it in my hole over there. Alright, so the problem at hand is that we have to basically fill here from this side, which is the underside of the floor, to there, which is the top side of the root cellar. So I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to actually cut into that, because that stuff's crazy thick, and you never know. Like, future Kevin might be like, you need one of those boxes. So I don't really want to wreck it. As you can see, this one was a second. It had a little bit of a break there, and I epoxy filled it. So it's going to stay solid. And so basically what I'm going to do is actually put garage door panel lid on top, I believe, and then transfer my hole down to the bottom, and then line it. That's the idea. And then have a ladder from the top to the bottom in order to get down there, which I think will work pretty good. And then I can get my my stuff in there. But first, we must do that. I was going to clean it, and I was like, why am I going to clean it? I got to make a mess. And yeah, the plan at the bottom is to put stone, some kind of stone down there, in order to prevent, you know, mud and stuff. Because once you're in the cabin, ideally you're not you don't have muddy feet, not like I do right now. But yeah, okay. All right, let's first things first. Let's get the garage door panels in place. I like when a plan comes together, when you kind of figure everything out in your brain. All right, so what I'm gonna do, because these are 2-foot wide panels, and this thing is 40 inches across. I cut them at 40 inches, but I want to be able to kind of sit on top of that. So I want to be able to go that way 4 feet, which I'm 40, so I gotta get some more dirt. Actually, I kind of want to backfill this hole a little bit. And the other good thing about having a dirt floor is you could cure prosciutto. Prosciutto, you want a ground dirt floor in order to cure your cured meats. Okay, there we go. All right, so there we have our sealed edge. Now we have to just transfer our mark down to there. I wonder if this will work. Aw, yeah, so as long as we keep one square. Okay, so what I did was I used a level, 4-foot level, and I plumbed it from the top line down to the bottom line, transfer my line, my circle, down to the bottom. Now I've got a bunch of like marks on the ground, or on this thing here, and all I had to do is connect the dots. And then I can cut it out. See, you guys got the dots, and we connect the dots like that. Freehand. I guess you could put a center circle at this point, or a center mark, and then you could connect them, but this is just as good. It's just as annoying as regular duct tape, but it's white. I wonder if that's a tornado. Uh-oh. That feels like a tornado. Look at those trees go. Eek. Uh-oh. That's crazy. Look at that coming down. I'm waiting for that tree to smack into the sauna. Look at the big balsams over there. See them? That's crazy. That's fun. I'm gonna go back inside where it's dark. All right, so the plan. It's too dark. I gotta get the light out. So this is where we're at now. What I did before I stopped yesterday is I actually went around and I spray foamed all the backside of that thing. So now all my pieces are solid. I can't get too hard because I got to put another layer of insulation. And that's that mouse-proof stuff. And it's all in the gap. So what I'm going to do is actually layer the backside of that guy with spray foam just to keep me a little bit of more insulation in there. I just got a little bit left to fill in, and then I can work on the base of it. It's coming along quite nice. I like the aesthetic. It's kind of, you know, it looks like a barrel sort of thing. It's pretty cool. Flooring grate so I don't get full of sand and dirt every time I come down here. Keep me off the ground. And it's galvanized too, so it won't rust, which is cool. I don't know what it was before. I feel like it's one of those platforms from Terminator 2. Heavy. Why is everything gotta be so small? Okay, we're good. I can show you. Got a little wobbly. Why is it wobbly for? I gotta flip it around. Anyways, that's pretty good. So I can come down here. I can turn on my light. Probably get some permanent lighting. At some point, I won't shine in your face. Permanent lighting at some point, and then you can come down here. You can crouch down. This is an old ladder that's been busted off. It's probably an extension ladder of some kind, and it's been shrunken. So I'll probably shrink it a little bit more so we get the lid on and still be able to get down. So the plan going further is, okay, so we got our sides in, we've got our insulation in, and so what we do is we crouch down. So we're inside basically it's an underground fridge. It's a fridge. So yeah, if we pivot over to this way, we've got our storage area. So just imagine you're inside your fridge. So this is year-round cold storage. So the idea is to put racking here. I don't have exactly what I'm thinking of in my brain on racking. I don't really want it to be wood. I don't want it to be steel, just mild steel, because it'll rust. So I'm looking for something that's either A, aluminum, or B, like stainless steel, or something like that. So I was thinking, maybe racking from a fridge, an old fridge. Actually, that's probably a great idea. Just go through an old fridge and get some racking. I think I just solved it. I was going to ask you guys, what do you guys think of what kind of racking? I don't know if the racking will go side to side. It's 33 inches across. So yeah, maybe the glass from a refrigerator. I don't know. I think it's open for debate, but that's the idea, is to make as much storage down here as possible. Even behind the ladder would be a good idea, because you can get all your stuff, like maple syrup storage, jams, bottled stuff, anything jarred. The cool dark place. That's where you store stuff in here. So that's I'm pretty pleased the way this thing got turned out. So yeah, I just got a little bit left, to kind of button it up, but that's kind of like a rainy day project. I really want to get this thing kind of sorted out, because I wanted to be able to do my floor. And I can't do my floor when there's a gaping hole in the floor, or I don't exactly know where the floor is. So I've got some big plans for the floor. Touch on this thing a little bit later on exactly how everything is kind of sorted out once I get the actual floor on, because right now we're in the subfloor area. So yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated on what I figure out for shelving down there. Yeah, but success! We're finally out of the ground, and we can start working on the inside of the cabin. That's pretty cool. That's a milestone. We should write that on our calendar. What, this day? And yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and join me on the next one. And while I was at it, I reframed the door to give myself enough space for countertop right here, for a refrigerator. But yeah, the while you're at it job.